So I'd like to start with your perspective, which is the perspective of a very, very active YouTuber who's putting out a ton of content and who is talking with manufacturers and general with guys in the industry. How do you see what's currently happening in the industry?
Well, I think this may shock whoever's listening to the podcast because no one's really talking about it. I mean, companies are hinting at it, but I don't think that people are actually cluing in to what's going on. There's a huge impact that the whole industry had with COVID, and that has to do with very important manufacturers of components going out of business. That left a lot of the builders having to seek new companies that could provide them with what they needed. And because of that, one of the impacts is severe delays on availability. So let's say there's a new pedal, they bring out a bunch, like 2000s, and there's 2000 units available, they all sell out. And then you go on Toman and you're looking and it says available in 13 weeks. You're like, 13 weeks? It's going to take them that long to make it? No, it's not to make it. It's to get the components that are essential to those pedals or whatever you're buying.
Yeah.
That goes for amplifiers, it goes for guitars, pedals. I mean, everything right now is being affected by the delays. The other thing I'm seeing too is companies have to rethink the products they're making, because sometimes the thing that is the most important to the pedal, the part isn't made anymore, or whoever's selling it is selling at a price that they are no longer making profit off of it. So now they have to restructure the whole design of the pedal around this new thing, but people don't know that. So before it was this handcrafted fairy dust, component they used to put in there, and now they're probably buying it off of Behringer or, in China somewhere, and that's where that's being made. So that's the other impact that people don't seem to be aware of, but I'm aware of it because I'm talking to the companies. I'm saying, hey, I'd like to do a demo on this new pedal that you have that came out. They're like, cool, yeah, we can work with you. Can you get back to me in about 3 months?
Oh,
3 months.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's where we're at. There's demos that I'm doing, that I've done last week and the week before, and they were delayed. They were companies that I talked to at Guitar Summit, and they're like, yeah, man, I should be able to get it in like 3 months. I'm like, your product is launching when? I don't know. I just got to wait for the availability because I don't know when it's coming in. Like, how do you build your launch? How do you build the marketing around something when you don't know when you're going to get your hands on it? One of the companies I was talking to, they make, let me show you. They make this thing, the B&G bender.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
And yeah, so the Remco who makes these, he was saying to me, yeah, he goes, I've ordered a bunch of them, but we have to try out different things, and this is costing me a ton of money. And then the machine broke, so they had to build another one. It's like, oh my God, like, how are you supposed to make money in this industry if everything is unreliable? And your audience doesn't know you're going through all that shit, right? You got overhead to pay, you got mouths to feed, you have to pay your employees, you got to pay taxes and all this stuff. And your revenue is being severely impeded by a bunch of factors.
Yeah.
But the people who are buying your stuff, they don't know this.
No, they have absolutely no clue. And it's, I would like to give you, because that's going to be like the shorter view, the shorter version. I would like to give you my view as a builder, as a manufacturer. So for me, the current state of things is that if I had to, so pedal building is still a side business for me. And I have to take a few things into account. I don't need to live off selling pedals. If I had to, because I wouldn't have a main job, then obviously I would also have way more time to put out content. And so the fact that my pedal business isn't doing as well as I wanted to do, I can't blame others for that. I can't look at like everybody else and say, well, or say like the market's dead and the market's saturated, because yeah, the market is saturated. The market is very saturated, especially for pedals. But if the market is so saturated, how is it possible that JHS will claim they've sold 20,000 of those Klon units, the Klon kits that you can build yourself? They've sold initially like 12,000, and but they had orders for 20,000 in total. That's 20. That's a lot of money being made of just one pedal. So
Yep.
the market is saturated, but it's not dead. You just need to know how to connect with, and that's something we talked about a couple of minutes ago. You just need to know how to connect with your audience and with the community, and you need to be able to have like a really clever idea and then create the marketing around it and be clever about the marketing as well, because they could have just released this thing like that. Hey, we have a new pedal. Hey, here it is. No, but they made it a pedal that you can build at home, that is a particularly sought after unit in a sense that the Klon and its clones and all that. They're kind of demystifying the whole thing as well, which is funny. They had this video where they had where like two kids were building the thing. I thought it was like really, really funny. They actually gave it the whole IKEA style of thing. With the not a clan with the two dots over it. It was just really well made. So the market is clearly not dead. That's for sure. And I can't blame others for not selling more pedals. I have to look into the output and the engagement I can create with the community, and then say, okay, right now I'm able to do this and that, and I'm able to work with a couple of YouTubers and work with a couple of stores and whatnot. And then my output is going to be X. If I want to increase that output, well, maybe I need to do this full time, and I really need to dedicate my life to it. But quite frankly, that's not a chance I'm willing to take yet, because I have a family to provide for, and I need some stable figures in my life. So from that point of view, for me as a builder, with the current situation, with all the aspects that I just explained, it's not the best. Let's put it this way. I don't have the issue with components, to be honest, because I try to select and look for stuff that's available in the first place. And then also I still have like some stock of like the specialities, diodes and whatnot, that I can draw from for quite some time. But so I don't have I don't have this issue. But as I said, the market is difficult at this point, at least for me.